hard. Like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna shy away from the real statistics of the prop firm. And generally speaking, out of 1,000 accounts, you're gonna get like 5 or 10 payouts, maybe more, maybe less, but it's not a high success rate. You know? And I even told like one of my main partners, I'm like, yo, I don't like this. If we go bankrupt, I don't care. Like, but we're gonna do it this way because there's 2 scenarios, right? Like we could fuck people over and ruin my reputation, or we can go bankrupt and I ruin my reputation. But like I'd rather go bankrupt, like saving the people.
Yeah,
like,
saving the people.
Yeah, like fuck that. Like, that's what this company's about. Like it's not about getting rich or making all this money. It's about like
helping others.
What's going on, guys? This is James Storms here with Fortunes Funding. This is the 2nd episode of our official podcast. To my left here, I have my brother, Sir Hans Felix, in the flesh. We have AMG XI, also known as Trades by Side, also known as Baby NASA, also known as a lot of alter egos in this guy.
Okay.
And then we have Ali Trades, Ali Ahmed, the boy that's killing it recently.
Pippin Dip, bro. Come on.
Pippin
Can't
Dip.
forget that one.
Yeah, Pippin Dip. So, these are guys that are, part of the family. They're here to just talk about the platform, talk about what we're here to accomplish and how we're trying to differentiate ourselves from the very saturated prop firm market. So, let's start with you. He's prepared some questions and things to talk about. So we're gonna kind of, just go back and forth with feedback. But go ahead.
All right, guys. So, gentlemen, we're finally here.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long time coming. A lot of rescheduled booked flights.
Yeah.
But
Missed
flights. Somehow we managed to make it, and it just goes to show the ethics, and just the way we're actually building this family. It's
Right.
It's actually surreal that
It's a presence that we have,
Yeah, absolutely. And this is exactly what we're here to talk about. And without further ado, I just want to say welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 2 of Fortunes Funding Podcast. If you didn't know, my name is Sir Hans Felix. Maybe if you wasn't speaking too loud, but let the world know that we're here.
We're here and we're here to stay.
We got a whole family that's making a statement, a fortunate statement at that. And guys, I just want to say, like in public, I appreciate you all. We grew up maybe like actually having a lot of flowers for each other, but not in person, just being able to speak and show that like in this industry, it doesn't have to be about competition all the time. It's about like brotherhood. It's about family, it's about
in this
respect.
niche, there's a lot of egos.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Is that like I don't want to work with anybody that has a too big an ego. Like I know right off the jump, like if somebody's really like they're just down to earth and they're not like superficial and all that. Like I don't want to. I know a lot of people like that, and I always go like this.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take too long for you to figure out energy,
Yeah, for sure.
And I think one thing we would definitely say is that like we have similar compatibility, and that's what is sustainable for a long-lasting business.
Absolutely. Like I was just talking about this, but I mean, cut you off, but like I've had bad business partnerships where I've lost like a lot of money, and I learned that if I wouldn't be friends with the people, if I wouldn't hang out with them, like if I'm not cool with them, then I'm probably they're not gonna be good business partners.
Yeah,
because like at the end of the day, like the business, like the friendship, the relationship is always worth more.
And the
like
business.
if our business falls apart and we're not friends anymore, then that wasn't a good friendship, Yeah. Without a doubt. Like so the relationship is always more important, and nothing is sweeter than when you have somebody that you're really good friends with and you create a dope ass business and it's like this, It's not an absolute necessity, but I've just learned in my personal opinions, like if I don't resonate with the people and they don't move like me and like we're not meshing well, then chances are like the business practices are not going to be the same, which is exactly what happened to me. They told me this and that and all these things were going to happen, and then nothing happened, and then it dissipated, and then a lot of money was lost.
But here we are, still standing though.
Yeah.
So gentlemen, let's
honestly, every time you lose money or make a mistake, there's always something more valuable on the other side of it. Like to learn that worth more than what the money was that you lost, without a doubt. Okay, I lost $100,000 in this partnership. Cool. Now I'm dealing with $1 million business or a $10 million business. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice.
You know what we call that, right?
What's that?
Fortunate fact, my guy.
A fortunate fact.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of fortune these days.
Yeah, a whole lot. So let's actually get into it. So here we are, 8 months later. The last time he was actually in a podcast, we were talking about funded traders versus like having your own capital. And I'm pretty sure, like, as of right now, most traders are looking to be profitable through a prop firm because, what better way to leverage other people's money?
Leverage, right.
So, we got Fortunes Funding lit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But what can we say about your perspective from like 8 to 9 months ago versus where you're at now and what impact it has brought into the industry already?
That's a really good question because I was very against the whole idea of a prop firm at first because I just looked at it logistically like, would I rather, okay, you buy a 100K account, but you really get 10K to risk. So like, would I rather risk 10K of my own money, like trading? By the time you pass the challenge, phase 1, phase 2, make money, like you have to jump through all these hoops. It's hard. Like at the end of the day, I'm not going to shy away from the real statistics of the prop firm. And generally speaking, out of 100 accounts, you're going to get like 1,000 accounts, you're going to get like 5 or 10 payouts. Maybe more, maybe less, but it's not a high success rate,
Wow.
But those payouts could be, how much?
15,000, 20,000.
How much have you made so far today in payouts?
From
How
Fortunes?
much have you cost
In
Fortunes
three
Funding?
in 3.5 months.
About like 50,000.
50,000.
Sheesh.
And how much did you spend on those challenges?
About $400
Yeah.
each, and
So
which
you're
got
really
refunded.
risking. So you
Which got
really-
Which got
refunded to me.
refunded anyway. So you really ended up risking zero. I mean, you risked it, but you
But I got it back. bro.
paid
Like,
$0
Then again, you don't
on the
look at
challenges.
anything as a risk. You
And-
look at
and that's the thing is,
opportunities
like,
and opportunities.
Of course.
Like somebody like me, I never had access to 100K in capital to go fund my own account, but I did find a way to get access to $400.
Right. I
to
think
go buy a
for the
challenge.
people that have the skill, you can massively leverage the skill without a doubt. But again, most people don't have it. Like at the end, what changed about my perspective is that all trading is a low success rate. Whether you're even on a broker account, like generally speaking, it's like maybe 85% like of traders lose. It's not 1%, but it's 85%.
Right.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, trading is a vehicle to transmit wealth from the impatient, the greedy, the fearful people to the people that have mastered their strategy, mastered their emotions, mastered all of these things, So that's what it is. And that's what changed about my perspective is that it's really just a way to gamify trading and put it in a platform for people to digest at a lower cost,
Yeah.
But there are people are really actually making money. Like I just did a podcast with Marquise, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He made $100,000,
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
No,
No, I mean, guys is running bags of Fortunes Funding, man, and it's something to appreciate because
and prop firms in general, just like the whole business model, but Fortunes is great because what's different is just we're offering very, very competitive promotions. We have the cheapest accounts in the niche.
that's a fact.
I take care of my people, all my people.
That's
I take care of
facts.
them.
That's facts. Yeah.
No shade, but others don't pay out.
Who didn't pay out?
Others don't pay out like Fortunes.
Others don't pay out.
Others don't pay out like Fortunes.
I mean, listen. I'm involved in the day-to-day operations, and there's a lot of exploitation in this type of business as well. Somebody literally an hour ago they just notified me, the payouts team, saying, hey, we're denying this payout because this trader was engaging in hedging or grid trading, where they'll buy on one account and they'll sell on another account, and they're trying to offset it, a guaranteed win basically on one to get a payout basically.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of nefarious activities that go on that people, and they get their payout denied and they're like, oh my god, what the hell, fuck you guys, you're not paying me. It's bro, you're trying to scam my platform, bro. I'm not,
Yeah, you know what? I will say that I pay a lot of attention on how you engage with your Discord community, which of course
that's another thing.
super
I'm there
active, bro.
every day, bro. I read every message in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
wondering how you keep your day-to-day basis and now figure out you got multiple phones for multiple reactions. So that's something I gotta learn because I just usually keep it just one.
I mean, the way I look at it is this is my business. This is me on here. I
Right.
have to be present. I have to be here for my people. If we made it the other day, we had an issue with the broker settings. We migrated from demo conditions to actual live
Market
conditions. Yeah, exactly. And there was some complications. People got messed up. I said, hey everyone, you had an issue, please DM me.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Hella DMs.
had 200 DMs.
But let me stop you real quick. for somebody who's watching who doesn't understand like we just what we just talked about, we all know that prop firms are actually like demo simulated accounts, right? No one's giving you 100 full live money like just to
right. I mean, some people do get funded real capital. Actually, like
real capital.
Very. I mean, it really depends on their trading. Like if they're consistent. Like
after a certain amount of months.
Yeah, they don't off rip. No,
right. We're talking about A booking.
Right.
But what I'm saying is like in the B book world, like you first starting out, you have a prop firm, and then so now you are being handed a challenge account, but even if it says real or live, chances are it's not. So
that's
now with the situation that happened with Fortunes Funding is like it was some high slippage or situations with like
it wasn't
commission-based fees and things of that nature. And what we realized is the conditions wasn't fair to the traders or the owners of the prop firm, which obviously, James, and you got right into it. And,
I personally touched base with every person that had a problem, and I made sure if it was really a reasonable gripe, I made sure they were taken care of.
Yeah, and even I was one of those people who like I hit you up, and next thing I know, you guys fixed my balance. Like my account was breached, my account got unbreached, and my balance was fixed.
We added
they all the cash that like essentially was lost from those trades just got added straight back to my account.
Yeah, I said I was like, I even had to all the time I fight my own teams like because I want to get done what's right, like what I feel is right. I don't care how you think is right. This is me, how I think is right. So
you are the face of the brand.
Yeah, like I don't care if we have to lose a little bit of money to take care of somebody that's repping my brand, that's been here since the beginning. We just launched the company. Like how am I gonna kick people out the door like when we just got in? Like,
so by the way, man, let's just give a round of applause for Fortunes Funding, man. Just like 3 months in business and we already killing it. You got $100,000 payouts. You still somehow still in business, like you haven't run out of money.
It's not somehow, it's a legit business, bro.
This guy right here just ran up $50K.
I mean, listen,
you made it to the podcast, like he wasn't breached.
People are making money, bro. Like it's no joke. Like if
bro, it's life changing.
Bro, if people came in and made, if 10 people made $100,000 and made $1 million, like that would suck up a lot of liquidity, bro, for sure. I mean, that's how funding companies go bankrupt. Like it's funding talent, like a bunch of companies that just. Not gonna name too many names, but like
name too many names, last class or whatever the case may be.
But they go insolvent because they're just not running operations right, So at the end of the day, like it's actually a very tough business to run and operate. Like it's not so cut and dry like people think it is. There's a lot of shit that goes into this.
I can imagine.
And I'm learning about it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna compromise my integrity. Like that's the number one thing that's what's different is like I'm not compromising anything about what I feel is right for my company, And I even told like one of my main partners, I'm like, yo, I don't like this. If we go bankrupt, I don't care. Like, but we're gonna do it this way because there's two scenarios, right? Like we could fuck people over and ruin my reputation, or we can go bankrupt and I ruin my reputation, but like I'd rather go bankrupt, like saving the people.
Saving the people.
Yeah, like fuck that. Like, that's what this company's about. Like it's not about getting rich or making all this money. It's about like
helping others.
Taking somebody that had fucking $60 in their bank account, right? Like
January 1st, last year,
and then now you just went where?
I went to
Barcelona.
Yeah, tell us about your world tour.
Talk about
I just
turned
20
bro? Like, tell
April
me
28th, right? I've been trading for almost 3 years, and this year I actually got funded $100K through Fortunes.
Let's go, my boy.
Got a payout. Sat on that, which actually, when I got that payout, it kind of cleared my mind, and I stopped like rushing my trades as much. And
before you even say that, tell me about like us. Like, how do we?
All right, so I met James last year at the summit. I talked to him for like 2 minutes, and I had to bounce. And what happened actually was somebody was trying to sell me a mentorship around like maybe August, October, around that time. And I hit up, I don't know why, but James's name just popped in my brain again because I wanted to learn about fundamentals. And he was heavily vouched for by some of my friends. I hit him up, flew out to New York, took like a 5-day class, learned a lot.
Well, you did the one-on-one as well.
Oh yeah, the one-on-one, yeah.
We sat on Zoom. If you're a one-on-one student, you access all of my everything I have going on. So I invited you to the 5-day class. We also did some one-on-ones. chopped it up. You know,
Still,
like, plus you also one of the main things that you told me when you first called me was that you're like, yo, I want you to teach me these things, and I also want you to help me grow my brand.
Yep.
Which was your brand is lit right now. Bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I remember sitting there. We were at the diner, and I just start like. James is, first of all, he's sick out of his mind. He was extremely sick at the time.
Always sick.
Nah, bro, I just trapped that, bro. It's these airplanes,
it's
bro.
The water in those countries you're going to.
What's in the water?
The distilled water that I had the other day from James' crib, it was kind of fishy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What? What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Distilled water? What the fuck is that, bro?
No, but yeah, no, and he starts like just kind of going on like this little tangent out of nowhere, and I'm like, you know, I'm taking these mental notes, and he's talking about like how to grow your page and do this, and you should be posting this and doing this and doing this, and then
I literally gave him a blueprint. I said, bro, if you do this consistently every day, it will work, no matter what.
Not only that, right? At first I was doing it a little bit.
You had like 1K followers.
Yeah,
right?
I started out the year with like 890, like, really.
890 followers.
And I wasn't consistent, and James would call me on the phone, bro, post. Bro, post almost every day. Bro, post. Like, get to it. And then, so 1 month ago, I finally reached 6K. So within the 30-day span, now I'm at 22K. And like, who knows? By the time this goes up, like all organic,
no bot followers, no bullshit. Like, bro, you had a lot of reels that just hit the algorithm, bro. It's that simple. You know, you just gotta catch the wave. That's it.
At 20 years old, bro, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Yeah, bro, that's a lot, bro. Like, I know you're very eager to go forward, but you, like I tell you all the time, you gotta zoom out, bro. Like, I didn't even know about trade. Like, I started trading when I was your age,
bro. That's why I take your advice with such a heavy hand. Like,
because I know when you're my age, you're gonna be way ahead of where I am.
Bro, you know, I wasn't gonna take that trip I took. And then I called you on the phone. I was expecting you to tell me, nah, bro, don't do it. Like, sit on the bread a little. And you go, nah, bro, fuck that. Go take that trip.
Because how many times are you ever going to be 20 years old and traveling the world?
Only once, bro.
Only once in your entire life.
And that was the best trip out of my whole life. First of all, I went to Barcelona. I'm a diehard Atletico Madrid fan, right? So I watched them play against Barcelona, and then I went to like the club's 120th anniversary in Madrid.
That's what's up.
And I ended up meeting like all the players, and bro, I met family over there who I didn't even know I had. Like, I pulled up to Spain and I found out, I got a phone call like, yo, you have family out here. Like, I was like, what? Well, I got to meet some new people, met a ton of people, like the locals. It was life changing, bro. And then it doesn't stop there. Like, I ended up flying out to Egypt, stayed with my family there for like about 2 weeks, flew to Miami, you know, like, got lit, bro. I did things I never thought in my life I would have that opportunity to do. You got exposed to
new things. You like, you know, just being overseas, bro. Like, things are just different.
Bro,
there.
On my own, like, it's like you said, bro. How many times am I gonna be 20 and get to do this trip like on my own?
Yeah, even just I mean, the age is one thing. It's so much cooler to do when you're young.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like, just traveling in general, bro. Like, and you don't have to answer to your boss. Like, you know, dude, that's what it's all about.
One of the best things. The freedom. I was in Madrid. It's my birthday, and I'm sitting there and I'm up $9,000 on my phone. Like, and I'm just sitting there. I'm looking around me. I'm like, bro, like. This is my life now.
Like, I'm him.
Like, thank God, bro. Like isn't this wild? Like,
if there's anybody else.
Bro, we used to have phone calls where I'd be like, bro, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I need to make some bread.
It's turbulent, bro. It's not easy, bro. But again, you stayed on the path. You made adjustments. You made mistakes. You made adjustments.
Yeah.
You know, that's it, bro. Like, yo, if anyone's out there that is trying to figure this shit out,
that's motivation.
Just keep going, bro.
You're gonna make mistakes. Like, if you're getting in the ring with fucking Mike Tyson, GBP, JPY, you're gonna get punched in the mouth. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, you're probably gonna knock a tooth out, 2 teeth. You know, like, but if you stay in the ring, you'll win some fights eventually.
Absolutely, and we'll actually get into that. But you know, we got to give our flowers to AMG side here, bro. Yeah, thank you for actually being here, man.
Yeah, bro. My boy pulled
up. Thank you for being part of the family of Fortunes Funding as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you know, what would you say about like actually becoming a part of the family? What have you noticed? And we all know, like,
bro,
Sai is not.
Truthfully, honestly, bro, like, yo,
bro,
you're not the type to actually be a part of too many events or too many like.
Because I feel like the industry is like so like they gatekeep a lot. Like they gatekeep from like people that actually need it. Like when I started, you know, it was so hard to find who's really truthful, who's really like, you know, transparent with what they do. So,
a lot of cap artists, bro.
Yeah, a lot of cap.
No, it's disgusting actually. Like how bad it is, like, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's really bad.
Yo, that's bro. That's literally what got me to go with James.
James. That's how I met James. James,
because
he came
I
to
told
me,
him.
He was like, bro,
you seen the theme, right?
Like, bro, he was like,
yeah, authenticity, bro. It's all
he
about
came
what
to
it
me.
is.
He was like, bro, I feel like you need to be more transparent with your community. If you're gonna be like an influencer, or if you're gonna be in front of the people and do stuff for people, you have to be really transparent with what you do. You have to actually bring value to the table. And that was like my first conversation with James. And then like a couple months later, he was like, bro, I'm doing something that's going to bring more value to the table for other people. And I was like, bro, I'm down for whatever. Like, anything James has, and he's like, hey, we're going to do this, doing that.
And bro, we're going to do,
because I know it's going to better everybody.
Right, bro.
Yeah,
we're going to do some crazy, I don't even want to talk about it because it's too crazy. It's too crazy. Nah, it's too. We're gonna do some dope shit. Like, all right, cool. We flew Marquise out, to Miami. He had a good time. He went on his first vacation ever. Had his first roll of sushi he ever had in his life. Like, I just want to give people an experience that they never would have otherwise thought they'd ever have.
And that's what the platform, bro. Like, I've seen that firsthand. Like, with what it's done to my life, bro. Like.
Bro, your life literally changed, bro. Like, there are people that would literally kill you to be in your
position.
I swear to God, bro.
Hey, disclaimer, full disclaimer, he is covered by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a fortunate fact.
I pray every day.
He's going to hit that fortunate fact every time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, side note, we got to get, some security around here nowadays. You got Ali inside, myself.
Pat downs.
And later on, we're actually doing a meet and greet.
Yeah.
So, just all the theme about like authenticity, to be able to like show people that we're real, we're real people, we go through ups and downs.
I think that's a big thing, bro.
Yeah.
Is that people need to see, like, they need to touch, like, yo, shake my hand, like, I'm a real person.
Since COVID, bro, like most people have not had those types of experiences.
Because think of it like this, like, okay, you want to, I want to make money online. You look it up, you find Forex, right? And then you see like all these people, Lambos.
Yo, it's funny you say that.
You do this. Look, you do this. You get on the platform, you start trading, and then you're losing and everything, and you're like, damn, how the fuck did he do that?
Right.
Like, you're just not. All you know is this dude on the Instagram.
Right.
Like, you don't
know
with
the fact that added all together right now, we probably have thousands of fake pages of us.
Exactly.
And bro, the people that post the most cars and watches and superficial bullshit, like, where are your charts, bro? Like,
I want to see
that's
charts
facts.
too.
That's facts, bro.
Like, for real, like,
too busy showing
that's
the glow.
Facts. They're marketers, bro.
Yeah, it's all marketing. Like I said, it's so disgusting. Like, the things I've been exposed to, like,
the things you've exposed me to, like, by telling me, yo, this guy, and show me receipts,
bro,
man.
Fake accounts from the broker that say they're real, fake withdrawals, fake trades. They go in, they edit the trades. Like, they literally could
just talked about that.
We could take a trade. They can go in, bro. It's called MetaTrader Manager. They can go in and put.
I didn't even know that.
They can go in and put. I could go long on Bitcoin right now in 2014 and say I had a buy.
Still holding it, huh?
Yeah, I'm still holding it right now.
Hey, look, bro, I'm mind blown right now.
So
bro.
literally everything can be fabricated,
watching
bro.
This right now is
but see, you won't know that
because
the people are not like out there. Like,
of course, because they're sitting there making millions of dollars with this scheme, bro. Like, they don't want to expose it because
MetaTrader for manager.
MetaTrader Manager, yes, it's yes.
Bro, how is it that like 4 traders is in this building right now and only just a few? It just goes to show you, like.
It's
what
not
we
publicized,
see on social
bro.
media and the anxieties that people
so
go
far
through.
away from the
you got to
reality.
take a step back and just realize that there are smokes and mirrors in every industry.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, when people get together and start to really talk about certain things, and then you get to just take a step back and realize, man, like, you got to value your life.
As much as there is deceitful shit, there is real shit out here.
Yeah, you got to value
like,
the
I don't care what
I
don't care what nobody says about me, bro. Everything I've ever done has been so transparently put out into the world, and I can show you Bitcoin withdrawals. I can show you, like, my address, like, whatever you want. Like, I have nothing to hide, and, like, I don't care. People say my shit's fake every day because I'm standing next to fucking Joseph Stalins and fucking Hitlers and this and that. But at the end of the day, like, that's not me, and, like, that'll never be me. And I go to sleep, like, at night with a great conscience, like. That's what I care about, Like, I really went from having $3,000 to my name in 2020, like, in the summer, and then the following year, like, making $1 million, like, straight up. Yeah. Off rip.
And this is not the type
that,
of
and that me hearing that, bro, like, sometimes, bro, like, we've had that discussion where I told you, like, everybody knows that Drake audio where he's like, yo, sometimes you gotta know this is it, right? And like I've told you, bro, like, I feel like this is it, bro. Like, this is before I got my first withdrawal, before any of that, and I'm like, James, like, bro, I'm telling you, like, I feel like I'm in this zone where, like, I'm about to, start taking these big leaps. And he's like, yes, bro, like, you are. Just keep at it.
Bro, I believe in you so much, bro. I know, like,
bro, the first person, I promise you guys, the first person ever in this industry, tell me these words was James, and he says, nah, bro, like, I really think you're a talented trader. And, like, I do believe he meant that, but even if he didn't, that was something that, like, honestly, I needed. Like, it took me, it was an inch, and it took me a mile. That took me way further. Like, in my head, I was like...
Confidence is free, and it's the most beneficial. It's the best investment you could have in yourself in anything. Especially trading, bro. It's such a mental battle, you know?
Of course.
That's why I did what I did, because I'm confident, like, it doesn't matter. Like, all this money is fake. It doesn't mean anything. It's not real. I'll risk it all. I don't care. If I go broke, I'll go fucking get another job, make some more money. I'll go make 10 grand. I'll go make another
skill, bro.
Go make another 100
take
grand.
It away from you.
That reminds me of your story when you were talking about.
Oh wait, what?
When you were telling us yesterday your story.
I'll go sleep in a fucking.
Oh, you talking
I'll go
about
rent the car and
in
sleep in it, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like,
no, when you were like, oh, like this started out as 2K, right?
Oh yeah, bro. That was the craziest thing.
Oh yeah, so tell us, bro. You never really got to tell the full story. Like, a lot of people thought that this could have been like the most capped story of all time. But it was genuine for us to actually get to break bread and talk and like really show your side and tell your side of the story, man. So this is why this podcast and this family setting is important, because we get to tell our truth. Yeah. So like, bro, congratulations on having one of the biggest, craziest stories out there, bro. Like, they don't call him Baby Dawson for
how many years old, Like,
you know what I'm saying, bro?
19,
Tell the people,
bro.
how old are you, man?
I'm
Say it with your chest,
19.
my boy.
I turned 20 in like 8 days. Yeah, I turned 20.
Oh, really?
Bro.
Yeah, bro. My birthday is
know
May
that.
27th.
So that makes us what,
9
OGs
days.
in the game or what?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys are getting old.
Makes
like,
us old heads.
This is the new wave, right?
Hey,
I mean, actually, truthfully, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Not to cut you off, but this is exactly what we need in this space, because we can see the difference between like 2015, 2016 when, I first started and whatnot. And now these guys are making like numbers calling us old, you feel me? But like, not realizing, hey, turn 31 in September.
Oh my God.
Grown ass man, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta retire.
Grown ass
Bro,
man.
really, 30 years old is 20 years old.
Of
bro.
course, but it's all about the mindset. But
And you're like 12.
right,
Technically.
literally catching fish, bro. Are you even legal to make withdrawals, bro?
I don't even know, man.
I
I started Forex illegally, bro. I was saying that.
Hey,
I
man,
don't know, because sometimes, bro, they be shutting me out on withdrawals, bro.
maybe that's probably it, bro. But the most important thing is like just to see the trajectory of like what's starting where we are right now. The manifestation of us not giving up to get to where we at. Just the actual like reality of being in a space where you started somewhere, you crawled, and now you see others running and walking around
I remember.
These are all.
Like one time, bro, I lost like my whole 2 job checks in like less than 5
One
minutes.
trade, right?
In one trade, lost everything.
For
And I
sure
had to
you
go
was 30,
right back
huh?
to work.
Yeah,
right back to work.
mad
For sure you was 30, huh?
Hey, you got any
For
more
sure you
hours?
was 30.
Nah, this is like when I was
Been
doing
there and
stocks
done
at
that,
this
bro.
time.
Oh,
word?
okay.
Yeah, because I started with stocks before I came over to Forex. And like Forex was like a mind-blowing experience. It was like, you can buy and sell and then do like crazy amount of numbers in less than like 10
like
minutes.
1 million in like 24 hours, right?
Yo,
Tell us about that, Brody. Talk to us about like why you wanted to take that trade, what pushed you to have the confidence to do it, and where your background in trading started.
I feel like where my background in trading started. It just started with one day I was working crystals, like I was working at a crystal job, broker joint. And
How old were you when you started trading?
When I started trading, I was like 18. As soon as I turned 18, because like the lady came in the drive-thru, like bust down chains on, like a nice
your work?
Beamer. Huh?
At your work, right?
Yeah, at my job. So she came in with a nice Beamer. Her boyfriend was like in the passenger side, like chains on and everything. I was like,
Dang.
I don't know what made me ask, but I was like, yo, what do you do for a living? She was like, oh, I trade stocks.
Damn, so you was the first guy to start out with what do you do for a living?
Yeah, I was
technically. You ain't get your check yet, bro? That's
yeah,
crazy.
she told me, she was like, I was 17 at the time, bro. Like I just got kicked out. I was living like on the streets and shit.
Wow.
So, yeah, slept at both my jobs. I worked at McDonald's, Taco Bell. I slept at all the like in the break room and stuff.
Wow.
So because I didn't have no place to stay, you know what I'm saying? So I asked her, I was like, what do you do for a living? She told me stocks, and I was like, I'm trying to get into that. I don't know what it is, but I'm trying to get into it. She's like, yeah, when you turn 18, you can make an account and everything. So as soon as I turned 18, I created like a Robinhood account. And it started from there. I took the $5 I had in Cash App, put that shit in there. I blew it.
Like
I blew it all. Then I was like, all right, I know this can go somewhere because I made like 2 cents. Like it was like the biggest thing ever. Cause like I made like 2 cents on like one like stock, and I was like, okay, this can go somewhere. And then I ended up getting 2 jobs, and then I started pushing through, bro. Like I just started learning. And what I will say is like, it's hard to find people on the internet that are like you can actually learn from. So.
You know what the biggest thing why you became successful is? Why is that? What do you think?
I just kept pushing. I feel like I just
That's
kept pushing.
literally it, bro. Like,
It's been time. It's been like trading, bro. Is no joke. Like it's been times where you just like I can't do this. And,
you know,
like it's really like.
But it's not just not quitting. It's also like understanding, like being self-aware. Why am I fucking up? Like, what mistakes am I making? Like, how can I fix them?
That's
no, like, yeah, it's funny bro, you say that. Go ahead, bro.
I literally, bro, like, I remember, you know, in life I always persevere. I persevere and I push through, bro. And trading was one thing where, bro, like, everybody around me was laughing at me because every
mom
penny,
said it was gambling.
Bro, every penny I had, I lost. Like, everything to my name, I blew in trading. And in the end, like, you know, I just kept pushing and bro, it paid off. And now everybody who was fucking laughing at me is asking me, yo, bro, where can I start? Yo, bro, I'm trying to learn.
I tell everybody, I'm like, bro, God puts you once you're born, he's like, on this day, you'll be what you want to be. You'll be what I want you to be. You'll be created successfully on this day. The only thing is you never know what that day is. You don't know. He'll be like, okay, you're going to be successful on January 24th, 2027.
Yeah,
but you won't know that. He said, if you don't like keep pushing towards that, if you don't hustle every day, I'm gonna keep pushing that day back. I'm gonna keep pushing that day back every single time. Wow. And if you keep hustling, I might push it forward for you.
Everyone has a path in life, bro. But you know, in the path, there's a lot of detours and distractions.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
Walking up the path, walking up a mountain or climbing a mountain, not easy.
That is true,
for sure.
You climb too fast, what happens? You slip, you fall, break your legs, twist your ankle. Your liquidity gets swept, your stop loss is hit, and now you got to sleep in Taco Bell.
Margin call. You're over leveraged.
You know, it's funny we're all saying this because, you know, I just wrapped up a 3-day boot camp about a week ago. And, you know, I was able to bring in, you know, Ali. James slept through, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get to be a part of it.
Almost made it.
Yeah, almost made it.
He missed his flight.
Right, missed his flight, you know. He yeah, anyways, but it's like...
You be sleeping too much.
Yeah, you do be having those 3-day...
I feel that, bro.
Yeah, like...
We're on that same way.
But hey, look...
I do that all the time.
That's exactly the point I was about to make. Sometimes, you know, people ask about psychology, and everyone goes on YouTube looking for a new strategy, right? But you got to really check within yourself just to really want to ask one thing. Do you really want this as bad as you'd like to breathe?
That is so true.
Will you die and lose everything?
This is so true, bro.
To speak on that,
I feel like people just get in because you can make money.
It's the ultimate exchange,
bro.
When you know that, like, what you are doing right now, win or lose it all. Sleepless nights, right? Sleepless nights. I'm talking about passion.
But when you think about it, I don't mean to cut you off, but when you think about it, what's the alternative, right?
Bro, if not this, then what?
Yeah, like, bro,
like,
there is no alternative.
I think I've literally.
I would be broke forever, like trying to make this happen, than just settle for some shit where it's free, bro. It's literally your time. It's your time, bro. There's nothing more valuable than your time in life, bro. Like doesn't matter what it is.
Go ahead.
Bro, even in the worst of like my trading times and. You know, like before I seen any profits, and I think I've literally told you this, and it was like, I told myself like I would rather die than not make it doing this. Like I cannot see a life where I'm out there like not doing something that I wanted to do. Like I would think about it like if I'm 30 years old and I ended up working a job for somebody else or doing something that I didn't want to, like that wasn't my dream right now, I would feel like the biggest failure, and I'd truly rather be dead, bro, than live that life.
I feel you 100%.
I lied to my parents for 2 years telling them I was going to college, and I never went to college a single day. Straight up, because I just...
Mom and Dad, if you're watching right now...
They'll see it eventually. I've spoken about it before, but they don't even know to this day. Like, because it wasn't even... I just knew in my body that that's not for me. The job, the cubicle, the whatever, working for someone else's company, like, Not for me.
So
You don't need a degree to start a business, bro.
Sounds like you got some checks you owe your mom and dad, bro. I hope you covered that. Man.
They never came up to you.
They're getting compensated.
Oh yeah, mom and dad, the tuition this semester.
Yeah, that's the only way. They can
I told them I was paying for everything. They didn't give me no bread.
It was funding his trading account.
How's school going?
Yeah, like what?
I made it work, bro. My parents both have small businesses, so they're out of the house 8 a.m. Come back home 8 p.m. Yeah, class was
just
great.
in time for New York.
Yeah,
session.
I did my homework.
Wow,
Like
crazy, bro.
I mean, at the end of it didn't matter. Like I knew it just wasn't happening. Like I didn't want to fight them on it because I just, do I want to lie to my parents? No, I don't want to lie to my parents.
Nah.
But do I want to lie to myself?
Oh, well,
Like what's worse, bro? Like I always say is like, yo, you lived your life. Like I understand. Like your parents, your friends, they always want to advise you in a way that might seem like the best path for you. They always want the best for you. They want to avoid risky situations but at the end of the day, like, yo,
that's the best.
Let me take my risk.
That's how they
let me take my risk. Let me live my life. And if I fucking jump out of the nest and I splat on the ground, that's on me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bro. Wow, that's understandable, bro. And I think we all can agree here that like embracing your journey with everything that it comes with is essential for you to actually see the reality that you may not be in right now. Because, part of faith is seeing something that is not there
it's only
right
visible
now.
in your mind.
It's visible in your mind. And the funny
only
thing is, like in this industry, there has to be a happy medium, right? Because you can't cap so much that it's like way out of your reality. But in order for you to make it somewhere, you have to imagine it. You have to live it. You have to even push past your current situation.
In your mind, it can exist in reality.
Yeah, you got to push past your situation many times, even with trading, just to see and believe that, yes, you are a seven-figure trader, having never touched seven figures.
Bro, my Instagram name was like Six Figure Side before I had like $500, bro.
Damn,
I used to
look at that. About to be eight-figure side soon.
I'm going to do like 5 more minutes.
For sure.
So I don't know if you have more bullet points.
One of the things I wanted to emphasize is this, like, when it comes to all of this, right, you literally have to embrace everything that comes with it. The losses, the wins, the sleepless nights, but most importantly, making sure that just like any athlete on the field, on the court, right, when you put on that jersey, you put it on for your family. And through the journey of ups and downs, you don't always feel like you are representing your family well. Your last name. Or you question, are you him? Are you her? Like, are you this person? Are you even fit to be in this field? And the answer is yes, every single time. Because we wouldn't be where we are today if we didn't bet on ourselves, right?
Of course.
Never, right? And sometimes we battle depression, things that we can't even talk about.
Bro, it's a very turbulent niche, bro. And as much as there are great success stories here, there's even more not so great success stories.
Right.
And
like
one thing,
there's a lot of dark holes that people go down. I get messages, dude, I lost $3 million. Or I owe $800,000. My life is over. Like really bad shit, like negative shit. Like this shit is real. Like
it's not all glamour at the end of the day.
Like at the end of the day, you have to really. It's very powerful. Like it's like a sword. You can use it to kill people, or you can fucking cut your hand off. Like at the same time. So you gotta really be very careful. It's best to be very conservative with your approach. At least. I mean, I'm not the one to really advocate that. Like, but I get your feet wet first before you jump. You wouldn't just jump into a lake that you don't even know what's at the bottom.
That's true.
You're gonna dip your toes in, right?
Bro, speaking of lake, since this is the Fortunes Funding podcast, what would you say to a trader watching right now that's experiencing losses, that's experiencing blown accounts? I mean, it's good for business, but ultimately we're trying to build a family.
Yeah, it's not even that is good for. I mean, yeah, like the model works that way,
right.
But it's like. I want everyone to win. I mean, it's just not how this game works. But at the end of the day, like you have to have the 1% mentality. Like I am at the 1%. Like
right.
There's a great quote from a Navy SEAL that I heard. That's like 100 people go into battle. 90 of them are targets. 5% of them are holding their own, and there's like 2 or 3, 4 killers just killing everyone. Like,
I got another quote for you, bro.
Yeah.
And guess I'm gonna ask you like who actually wrote this quote at the end, right? 90% of traders fail. Guess I'm the 10%.
What's that?
Guess I'm the last 10%.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm the 10%.
I want to be in the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, bro.
And that's the mentality. Like 90% of traders do fail, but
there's no
I truly
reason.
believe, like,
good thing we're the top 10%.
It's habitual.
That's the way
bro.
you're supposed to think about it.
The success in this game is habitual, and it's repeated actions over and over, consistent behaviors. You know, every time.
Over and over.
It really is robotic. Like even when I'm doing like crazy trades, like there's always a clear in my head. There's a very clear thought process. The way I leverage the account, how I'm withdrawing money, like all that. So it's just learned over time, you know.
Bro, if you can see it in your head, like if you close your eyes, envision it, that life or that success that you want, then it's as simple as finding the steps in the middle.
Right.
Now I'm not saying the steps in the middle are easy, but to find them, the concept is simple. Like that's what you got to do. Like that's what I would tell
I always
myself.
tell people you have to be very detailed. Like I say, like somebody, I was like, hey, like you know, what do you see for yourself? Like what house do you want to live in? What does it look like? How is it furnished? What do the windows look like? What's the color of the walls? What cars are in the driveway? What does your girlfriend or your wife look like? What do your kids look like? Like you need to have such a clear-cut vision of everything that you want out of your life. If you can't even define that, you're lost. You know?
Absolutely.
You're lost. Like you need to know what you want out of your life before you can even start to go after it, you know?
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
So I think that's these type of conversations set us apart from, you know, many industry leaders because like in order to lead, you have to be able to be transparent. You have to be able to provide an environment where people do want to be here, want to learn from you. And this is what makes the difference and impact in everything that we do into the next generation, you know? So gentlemen, I'm not sure if you guys have anything else you'd like to say, any words of advice, psychology, withdrawals, or, you know, motivation. This would be the time.
One brief thing like I want to touch over is just like make sure that where you are in the communities you push, whether it's like a Discord you're in or a funding program you choose, make sure that it's a place that truly cares about you. Because like, all right, for example, like how you adjusted my balance literally gave me back what I lost and everything. Like I've had it happen where I lost 4% on a trade. I'm not going to say which firm. It was just a different firm. Lost 4% on a trade. I opened it and whatever. I lost it like within 30 minutes. And they said I blew my account. Like I was up, first of all, I was up like 6%. So I'm still up 2% at this time. And I messaged, you know, the trader behind it.
Who was it?
You know what to say?
Yeah, drop it.
It was Nations. It was Nations Trading. And,
oh boy.
And I remember at the time, Daniel Savage fucking told me. He said like, bro, like we don't even fucking put challenge like commissions on the trades or anything. And like, bro, I had all the proof. Like I even remember showing other traders part of his team. Like, bro, I didn't fucking blow 5%.
Let me tell you that you're not the only one by a long shot, bro. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. So like
versus like Fortunes, where like, bro, my account got blown like off something that you know that wasn't right, and not only did they unbreach it, but they gave me my money back. And
Let me tell you that customer service is everything in a business, and like, there's a reason why Amazon is the #1 company in the world. And if there's a product you order and it's blue in the picture and it comes and it's turquoise, Amazon will say, "We're so sorry. Here's a blue one. Keep the old one. No questions asked." And that's how it should be. Because, all right, yeah, they lost a little bit of money in the product or whatever it is, but you just gained a customer for life.
That's a fact.
Simple as that. Like, if you apply that to philosophy to anything, the
attention.
same customer service you're getting at Fortunes, you will not get anywhere else. Like, I put everything on
That's
that.
facts, yeah.
Yeah, and it just brings in, like, a unison of experience.
Yeah.
Especially with education. Like, by the way,
we're about to start doing master classes as well, like, with everyone. Like, we have
Bro, we have the weekly outlooks being pushed.
Of course.
Yeah, we do YouTube live trading. We're calling signals in the group. We're
giving like trade ideas,
we're
like what to
bringing
look for.
traders on trips. Like I don't even want to talk too much about it, but we have some crazy trips going on.
Top secret.
Yeah, no, people are gonna be going to Dubai. People are gonna be going to Paris. People are gonna be going to Greece, Japan. Like it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah,
so,
the idea is to build a legacy, but memories as well.
Again, it's the experience. Like,
yeah, it is the experience.
Everyone wants to know what it's like when they make it on the other side of this tunnel that's so far away, with the light is like so small, you know. So that's what I want to show to people, because when you don't have anything and you're losing money and like all you have is that. It's like, well, that's what it was for me when I was losing my hair left and right, broke this day, made some money here, lost it again. I was like, you know what? I'm fucking up. but this person is where I want to be, and there's no reason why I can't do the same as them, if not better.
Wow, that's
Simple as that.
powerful. That's powerful. So, it's funny you say that because, in the closing statement, we understand that many prop firms are out there, and there's going to be one tomorrow. And there might be even one right now at the end of my statement, But what you need to always look out for is a community, good family,
Don't get fooled
withdrawal
by,
proof, payouts, good education, experience, and most importantly, transparency. Because in a world where most people are trying to find a home for them to actually leverage other people's money and not having had the proper background and education how to maintain money, you definitely want to be around the right team and the right prop firm to build your legacy. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing a lot of people who are watching this in our live trading sessions at FX Summit, at our booth next month, just like having experience just building a family on a global scale.
Bro, I would just want to change so many lives, bro.
Yeah, if we're going to make money
knowing
together,
the life I used to live and the life that trading enabled for me, there's no, everyone should experience that, bro.
I know I'm just getting started, but, I still, I apply that same concept, bro, what I lived versus, stressing about, thinking about, all right, I got to spend this much and do this. And now I'm like, all right, I'm good. I can't spend that.
It's a good feeling, bro, when you can kind of just swipe the card and not have, all right, maybe you can fucking go buy a car or do that, but, you have the freedom, bro. At the end of the day, that's all I advocate. I would give away all the shit, throw this away, give away the supercars, all that. As long as I have my time and, I can go and eat and be comfortable, everything else is just a plus. But, as long as I have freedom of my time, that's what it's all about. And that's what we're here to enable for people. Yeah. And that's why we're going to take over the space.
Absolutely, absolutely. Without question. So that about sums up our episode 2 of Fortunes Funding Podcast. Once again, this is Sir Hans Felix, and this is the greatest that ever did it. And we'll do it, what I'm saying? James Storms, Ali Ahmed.
When you turn 26, let's see where you're at, bro.
Hey, let's see where we at.
Screenshot your bank, bro, and then I'll send you it.
Actually, last question. Where do you see Fortunes Funding 2 to 3, 5 years from now?
Boom! All over the world.
really globally, just have a
Supporters
lot more influence.
Japan.
And just, again, more interactive experiences, bro. Imagine bringing 30 people to Dubai, giving them all a Lamborghini to fucking race around in for a couple days. We're all going skydiving. We're eating at the most expensive, why, people would blow people's heads up. They would never even think that that's possible. That's what I want to do. I don't even want to say, I shouldn't even have said that, honestly, but.
You just gave them some ideas.
Hey, cut it out. Hey, it's other ideas, don't worry.
No, but it's just cool stuff. That's what I always like. I don't, all right, cool. You go to the club and drop 20 grand, and you're in the same fucking four walls as all these fucking cocksuckers. Bro, go see the world,
bro.
Right.
You're gonna die,
What is it called? Andrew Tate's group?
The real world?
The real world.
The real world. No, not even that.
The real world.
Hustlers Union?
No, the room. The room.
The war room.
The war room.
This is the war room right here.
This is the war room.
This is the war room.
Absolutely. So we are built to last, and we are looking to see you there.
Yeah, I appreciate
have this
everyone.
Experience with you. So appreciate everyone for being
sir.
here. I think this about sums it up. And I'll see you guys in live training sessions.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully
Every
you
week.
get funded with us.
Sir.
It's a fortunate experience and it's a fortunate opportunity to be partnered with Fortunes Funding. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace, love, and blessings.
Thank y'all for watching. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.